this live broadcast. This is TV 47. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Hibak Saeed. For the news that is making highlights or headlines at this hour, President William Ruto is leading the Kenya Defence Forces in marking the 12th KDF Day celebrations at Embakasi Garrison, Nairobi. The day is set aside to commemorate and celebrate the acts of valor and gallantry by KDF heroes and heroines. The day has been observed since October 2012, following the launch of Operations Lindanchi in October 2011. This year's theme is One Force, One Mission, enhancing national and regional security. Let us now cross over live.
When we work together, great things happen. You cover my back, I cover your back. You succeed, I succeed. We succeed. Our operations revolve around great teamwork. We rely on that man or woman on our left, that man or woman on our left to get things done. For me, it's the brotherhood. It's the pure camaraderie that is deeply embedded in our military DNA. If you know, you know. The value of a soldier, the value of a soldier can never be overemphasized. Having a great team that is motivated, that is psyched up, that is courageous, is a success to a resilient force. Thank you all for tuning in into this episode of One Force, One Mission. Happy KDF Day. Thank you.
Tumongeze makofi Warrant Officer 2 Gladys Emodo kwa poemu hiyo maridadi kabisa ambayo ameweza kuiandaa kwa ajili ya siku ya leo. Uwanjani hivi sasa, Mheshimiwa Rais, ni wasanii toka kwa jeshi letu la nchi kavu, Koplo Maganga akimshirikisha Private Momanyi, ambao ameweza kutuandalia wimbo wa kutukumbusha sisi wanajeshi kwamba taifa letu la Kenya ni muhimu kushinda mtu binafsi, na wakati mwingi wakiwa kwenye shughuli zao za operesheni mbalimbali huweza kuimba wimbo huu ili kujikumbusha majukumu walionayo dhidi ya ulinzi wa taifa na shughuli nyingine mbalimbali. Majukumu walionayo dhidi ya ulinzi wa taifa na shughuli nyingine mbalimbali. Tuburudike.
Kenya, Kenya.
One force.
Kenya,
one mission.
Kenya,
one force.
Kenya,
one force.
Kenya,
one mission. One force.
Kenya,
one mission. One force. One mission. One force. One mission. One force. One mission. One force. One mission.
Nchi yetu Kenya, taifa tukufu, mama dhabiti, Kenya yetu. Kenya, hey.
One force.
Kenya,
one mission.
Kenya, hey.
One force.
Kenya,
one mission.
Nchi yetu Kenya, taifa tukufu, mama dhabiti, Kenya yetu. Usalama salama, viongozi karimu Kenya, maendeleo ujenzi, taswira yetu Kenya, usafi kapewa.
Right, and from the Embakasi Garrison to the KICC, where the local manufacturing expo is on its second and last day. Now, local manufacturers have been able to showcase their locally produced pharmaceutical products. Let's now join our reporter Elizabeth Atieno to tell us what happened.
And we look forward also to supporting technology transfer from our research institutions, as well as supporting local pharmaceutical manufacturers in ensuring that we have innovative products for our country. The push to start Kenya BioVac started a while ago with a feasibility study that was taken by KEMRI and established that this is a viable project, and we look to being able to provide, to avail vaccines, make them affordable and accessible, especially for the primary immunization program in this country. We're also looking into ensuring that the country is prepared for any pandemics. We learned lessons from COVID-19, and therefore we are positioning Kenya to be the biotech.
Because now we want to embrace the local manufacturers to be the ones who does this bidding of these items. So we saw it is right because we are in the center of acquiring their products. So we saw it's right that if we come, they need to know that everything they are doing, the sales market center is already reserved, which is KEMSA. Yeah, that's that.
So when you talk to manufacturers, local manufacturers,
yes.
face a number of problems, including, of course, gaps in the laws, and of course, warehousing and distribution, which KEMSA is located. Why do we have this challenge for local manufacturers?
Okay, the challenge is not about the local manufacturer alone. I think just business stand with the country. What KEMSA does, it's open for all competition, and mostly you get some of these items are now reserved for local manufacturers, and challenges that local manufacturers get. Thank you very much. My name is Christopher Okoth. I'm a quality assurance analyst in KEMSA. KEMSA, when anything comes that should reach mwananchi in terms of medical commodity, KEMSA do what is called open tender, and in that open tender there are some which are reserved for local people or the disabled group. So all these things are in specification of tender, and any local manufacturer, the reasons why KEMSA is coming in is to reduce turnaround time, whereby the time for delivery, when you already gotten that tender, the time at which you want to deliver it in KEMSA, it should be that short, so that our people don't lack that drug or that medical commodity at a time that it is needed. Yeah, so in this, we see we have a plus, and we also congratulate our government for embracing this, because I'm very sure KEMSA will be is the first to smile to make sure that our customers are now happy. Because if we call for a drug that is not in the stock, we are very sure that it will come, if not one day. It is because of the manufacturing period. It can take even 2 or 3 days before it comes to our warehouse. And in that, you'll see if it's something that was to go to even, let's say, Kitui or any other county, the turnaround time will be shortened. And in that, we have a plus. So we say kudos to our government for doing this, because that call of KEMSA not to delivering on time will be a thing of the past. Yeah.
And for the local manufacturer watching right now, someone maybe new in the business, what can they do so that they are going to supply these particular?
Okay, just like what government, President Ruto says yesterday, any government, any local manufacturer that want to do business, you must do it right. By doing it right, taxation, all those things that for you to do manufacturing, there's something called good manufacturing practice. Those regulatory bodies they must conform with them. All the documentation must be right, so that when the product comes, quality is to as per. So we'll be very happy when they do the right thing first, because you cannot say that you want to be a local manufacturer somewhere that somebody does.
Now, leaders and residents from the county of West Pokot are up in arms over sentiments made by the president during the address during the 7th edition of the Turkana Cultural Festival held in Lodwar earlier this week. Kisawa Emery tells us more.
Wakora tumewatoa kule Baringo, tumewatoa kule Elgeyo Marakwet. Tunasikia wakora hawa wamehamia hapa Turkana.
A statement by President William Ruto while in Turkana County on Thursday over suspected criminals said to be hailing from Elgeyo Marakwet and Baringo counties, having escaped and now residing in Kapedo area, has sparked uproar among residents and leaders from West Pokot County. Residents here claim that the head of state was misled by a section of leaders from Turkana County over the boundary issue and are now demanding for the demarcation of the boundaries between the West Pokot, Turkana and Baringo counties, where there has been a long-standing dispute.
Alikuwa Turkana, ulisikia? Na mimi nafikiri alipewa mambo mingi ambayo si kweli. Mpaka nimeona amesema ati wakora wametoroka kutoka Baringo wameingia Turkana. Wengine wametoka sijui Barakweto wameingia Turkana. Hakuna, hii watu wamekuwa wakiishi huko. Sasa kama watu wamekuwa wakiishi huko na wanaishi kwa amani, waendelee kuishi. Na serikali kama ina uwezo ikuje ionyeshe mipaka ni wapi. Rais atakuja hapa ama waziri Kibiki atakuja hapa, tutamueleza, na tulikuwa tumueleza siku ile atuonyeshe mpaka. Hata sisi tunataka mpaka hiyo ionyeshwe. Tunataka hata kujua hiyo mpaka ni wapi.
While in Turkana, President Ruto promised 3 sub-counties to strengthen security in the region, a move that has not gone well with the Pokot community, who say some areas are alleged to be theirs. The president, who attended the 7th edition of the Turkana Cultural and Tourism Festival, dubbed Tubongo Lore, in Lodwar, Turkana County, reiterated his now popular Mambo ni Matatu slogan for the rogue actors.
Hawa wakora ambao tumewafukuza kutoka sehemu nyingine, tunasikia wamehamia hapa Kapedo. Ati iko shida na Dome. Ati iko shida Katilia. Ati iko shida na Boyetu. Hawa wakora wote mimi nataka muambie rais amesema mambo yao ni matatu.
But residents from West Pokot County, led by Joseph Seketei, said that the boundary issue should be handled with a lot of caution.
Rais anastahili kuelewa wanaoambiwa kwamba ni majangili ni wakazi ya hiyo masehemu. Najue kwamba hii ni Kenya na kila Mkenya ana haki kuishi mahali popote, bora aishi kwa amani.
Kisewa Emory, TV47.
Thank you, Emory Kisewa, for that report. Now, the Archbishop of the Anglican Church of Kenya, Jackson Olesapit, has condemned the loss of innocent lives resulting from the conflict between Israel and Hamas, calling for a ceasefire. Speaking at ACK Ngege Church after the conclusion of a 1-week tour of ACK Diocese of Mbere, Sapit appealed to the two sides to solve political issues without involving innocent people. On national exams, Sapit called on the national government to secure all areas and to ensure that students and learners sit their exams in a conducive environment that will enable equity when grading the results.
Ile agenda yetu ya miaka 10 tunaita a wholesome ministry for a wholesome nation, ambayo tunataka kuangazia mwanadamu kikamilifu mbele ya Mungu, anayehusiana na Mungu moyoni, anaye maarifa katika mawazo yake na anayetumia mikono yake kuweka chakula katika meza na kusalisha rasilimali, na awe na uhusiano mwema na majirani pamoja na mazingira. Kwa hivyo hiyo ndio agenda yetu kubwa kwa miaka 10. Tulianza 2018, sasa tutamaliza 2028, tuanze mpango mwingine. Lakini kwa wakati huu tumekuja kuungana pia na askofu hapa katika diocese hii. Tulianza Jumanne kwa kupanda miti na pia kutuma vijana wengi wa Boys and Girls Brigade katika huduma ya Children Ministry. Tumeweza pia siku hiyo kutenga ni siku maalum ya kupanda miti, maana tulisema siku hiyo ya utamaduni na huduma day tunataka kufanya kama kanisa Anglikana, ni siku yetu na utamaduni yetu itakuwa ni kuboresha mazingira na kupanda miti. Tulifanya kazi hiyo licha ya kufundisha na kuhubiri neno la Mungu, kuombea mahitaji mbalimbali na kuleta uwiano kati ya jamii na kanisa, ikiwemo pia mashule yetu. Tunashukuru Mungu kwa sababu diocese hii ina sponsor primary school zaidi ya 70 na secondary school 42, na tunashukuru Bwana kwa sababu tumepata nafasi ya kushiriki katika kuboresha elimu katika eneo hili. Na si hapa tu, kanisa Anglikana Kenya inajulikana kwa kusponsor mashule hili, imeanza kama mwanzilishi, na hata mashule makubwa kwa taifa hili tumeshiriki. Shule ya Alliance, shule ya Starehe Boys Center, shule ya Lenana, shule ya Nairobi School, shule ya Maranda, shule ya Maseno School na shule nyinginezo katika taifa letu. Hivyo basi tunatilia maanani sana mambo ya elimu, na ndio hata siku ya leo tulikuwa tukiombea wale wanafunzi ambayo watafanya mtihani yao ya CBC.
Elsewhere, a health crisis is looming across health facilities in Busia County, following next week's strike ultimatum issued by county health union officials. Now, county government's meeting led by a lot of county...
There was a strike in July this year, and as a result of the strike, there was a return to work agreement that was signed by the county and the unions. And today we called the unions here to update them on the progress against all the 14 issues that were signed off in July this year. Out of the 14 active issues, 9 of them have either been dealt with decisively or are being dealt with in a manner that will culminate by the turn of this year. Some of the issues that were agreed upon will take time, including promotions. They have understood our commitment, including His Excellency Governor. He has given his full commitment. I give my full commitment that the issues, all the active issues that were agreed upon and any emerging issues will be dealt with in a manner that makes better environment for our staff, better service delivery for our patients who seek medical attention, and a general better health system that works for all the players.
That is Governor Otuoma and his colleagues talking about a looming health crisis in that particular county. Of course, we know that a lot of health practitioners have been calling for a strike. Now, Thika Town MP Alice Ng'ang'a has dismissed claims of a split in Mount Kenya's UDA leadership, saying the region is behind Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua and President William Ruto. The MP, who spoke in her constituency where various awarded a awarded a 5 million shilling check for the expansion of a school, said the alleged divisions are a creation of the media and those opposed to the region's unity shall also be asked questions. Now, the MP further dismissed rumors of a supremacy count or contest between DP Gachagua and Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi.
Kila wakati mlima ukipatana watu wanasema kuna crack. Na ningetaka kusema mlima kama vile tulichaguliwa sisi wote tuko nyuma Deputy President wetu Rigathi Gachagua pamoja na rais wetu William Samoei Arap Ruto. Na tunafanya kazi pamoja, na wakati wa kusema maneno ya splitting sio wakati huu, ni wakati wa kufanya kazi. Tulipatiwa jukumu ya mwaka 5, watu wanataka kuona maendeleo, hawataki siasa. William Ruto tulienda Kasarani na Rigathi Gachagua tulienda Kasarani, wakachukua Biblia na wakapatiwa jukumu na wana Kenya na katiba ya Kenya kuwa ni rais na naibu wake. Hiyo ingine yote ninataka kusema ni creation ya media na creation ya watu wale wangetaka kuwe hivyo.
Now, barely 3 months after Garissa County was declared cholera-free, new cases have been reported in the Dadaab refugee complex, sending shockwaves across the border county. At least 6 cases have been recorded with Hagardere refugee camp, according to the Garissa County Health Department. Now, the County Director for Health, Adan Hussein, said the first case was discovered on October 9th. Garissa County administration has already dispatched community health workers to the refugee camp for the purpose of public health awareness. The reported outbreak in the refugee camp puts the host community at risk due to free movement of people within Dadaab, which allows interaction, hence the spread of the disease. Dr. Ibrahim Noor, a technical personnel with World Health Organization, WHO, in Kenya, said the agency was prepared to support the Garissa County government, and he says whoever is willing to provide more supplies in response to medical emergencies are welcome.
WHO is really supporting the counties which are in the northern region so that they are well prepared for any emergency and disease outbreaks.
We have been able to preposition some of the medical supplies, including cholera kits, cholera beds, IEHK and PPEs, as part of emergency preparedness for the outbreaks that are currently ongoing and those that are going to come. We are aware that there is a current cholera outbreak that is in Hagardere camp that started 9th, which was a few days ago, and this comes at a very critical time in terms of the response, and we are still expecting to supply more in terms of the WASH, that is the water, sanitation and hygiene, that is mainly a reason or a risk factor for this cholera outbreak. What we also are planning is to do integrated trainings that is going to target Fafi and Dadaab sub-counties over the next 3 weeks in terms of the different sectors such as nutrition, laboratory, risk communication and WASH.
This and assorted medical equipment that we have received, drugs and cholera bed that we have received from WHO will go a long way in assisting to affect some of the shortfalls that we may have. So we want to be positioned to various health facilities, to various sub-county in order to ensure that we have adequate supply to respond in the event of any outbreak.
Now to the coastal county of Mombasa, where the government, led by Governor Abdul Swamad Nasir, has embarked on a tour to inspect El Niño preparedness in the county. Areas prone to flooding during the rainy season being among them. Now conducting the inspection in Kisauni sub-county on Friday, the governor, accompanied by local political leaders, has assured the residents that with any rains now, there will be no problem in the area, as the roads are now passable and the drainage of the area is well done. The El Niño rains are expected through the month of October, November, December, and early next year. Jubilation rent the air as pupils and teachers of Lions School welcomed a 13-year-old student, Claire Gaki, who emerged the best in the Universal Postal Union's 52nd International Letter Writing Competition that happened in Saudi Arabia last week. As Paul Kirobi reports, Claire Gaki emerged the best out of 1.7 million other entrants from 35 countries.
Pomp and color describe the moment in Embu County. A true picture of how the celebration rented the air when Claire Gaki, a 13-year-old girl child, emerged the best in the Universal Postal Union 52nd International Letter Writing Competition that happened in Saudi Arabia. One of the key tasks in the writing competition, which seems to be a common incident, is how to prevent accidents on the road. But why did she choose to write about road safety?
Well, I would like some Kenyans to know that we should prevent road accidents so we could save our loved ones. Because when a road accident happens, you always regret what you did. Because some people drive when drunk, some people drive when they don't even have a license, which is very bad. Some people don't follow the speed limit, driving rules.
Claire Gaki, a school-going children at Lions School in Embu, emerged the best, beating 1.7 million other entrants from 35 countries. Silas Kiboma, deputy head teacher in the institution, says that Claire has been a bright student in class, and this is an eye-opener to other students, more so those interested in writing. This is one of the crucial tools any student should have.
She managed to be the best in Kenya, and also when the letter was compared with the other letters that have been written from other countries, her letter emerged being the best globally. So we have that success and we are celebrating her. In class, she has been a very focused girl, determined. She has always done the best in terms of the writings.
This is not the first task for Claire Gaki. She's a fan of reading newspapers, participate in writing competitions that has now earned her a new title in the community. Through reading materials, she's building up to becoming an expert in communication. Millicent Gakwiria is a teacher of English.
She comes for guidance now and then. I give her books. Sometimes we share ideas. That is how we do it.
Paul Kirobi, TV 47.
Now, a very warm congratulations from TV47 for Claire Gaki. Congratulations. I mean, coming top, 1.7 million entrants, and just in primary school, you can imagine how exactly you were at that time, knowing that a lot of us used to write a lot of compositions. We were creative about it, but it's very important to write something that has themes. Now, we move on to the world of sports, or the wonderful world of sports, where the goal